Hello and welcome to this tutorial on Contact Plus 3979. I'm going to show you a couple of new things that we added to this version. If you look to the right of the related tab here, you have a Charts tab, and we can just click through several contacts here and you can see how that changes. They're color coded and it just basically gives me an indicator on a month by month basis how many notes, letters, calls, meetings, to-dos, sales that have occurred for this particular contact. Now we can print this out simply by clicking on the little print button. We can modify it and we can just play with it a little bit. I have these buttons here at the upper left corner of the chart. If I click one of those buttons and then drag, you can see what I'm doing here. Okay, I can drag it and I can go to the move icon here in the upper left. I'll click on that little magnifying glass and we can shrink it down and bring it up. Turn the 3D off and on. And if I click on this little resize of the 3D, I can change that, so I can kind of mess with this and then decide to print it. So that's kind of a neat handy function. Now if I click on at the bottom of these, I can see the meetings, to-dos, sales, etc. just by clicking at the bottom. Now let's go to navigate mark contacts. This is a new thing that we added here. Previously you would see the last person company, but you couldn't sort, you couldn't really do anything else with it. So I can now click on the very top column, sort, and then tap on wherever I want to go, whatever marked contact I want to see. Now this is for this particular database that I'm in. And so you can, it's kind of like browsing left and right. And of course I can press up and down arrow and go quickly through your list of marked contact records. The other thing we did with the graphs, if I click on F4, View Events, and I right click, I have this event chart by month, event chart by year. If I go to month, it's going to give me my events on a month by month basis. I'm going to abort this. So you'll get on a month by month basis the total number of events for your whole database. All your databases, or you can do this by individual database. And if you were going to do it by individual database, you simply set your database down here at the bottom. You get into the database, set this filter, and then right click on the screen and you bring up the correct event chart by month or by year. Now if we do it by year, what it's going to do is going to take those totals that we had by month and it's going to dump them into a year. So we'll just let this go for a little bit and I'll click abort. And so we have here 2010, 9, 8, and 7. Then we can see our frequency or our count here on the left of all our database and our contacts. So I have the same thing. If I go to the sales tab and I right click on it, I can do a sales chart by month and a sales chart by year. The same thing applies. So if you are keeping sales figures in the database, you want to use that as well. And we now support in this version WordPerfect X5 or 15, so that's set up, that's working properly. And the other thing you want to do is click on Help Version Check. You can do this at any time. Check version now. That'll give you a listing of all the functions and features of the latest version, and then you can click on Go to Update page to get updated. So there you have it. In a nutshell, those are some of the latest new additions to Contact Plus Professional.